Good day and welcome to V Alert. V Alert simply means Veritas Alert. It's the platform right here in the Catholic Church, the Archdiocese of Benin City, where we get to review the Veritas newspaper. This is the June edition. My name is Ume Obianu Juniho.
And I am Usabuni Ahmed Goswill Oludania. The Veritas newspaper is before us today. You can get yourself a copy for as little as 500 naira from any parish in the Archdiocese of Benin. The main headline today on the Veritas newspaper is "Avoid any devotion in the name of Vivian Ogu for now. Akubeze cautions faithful," as diocesan inquiry of the cause of beatification, canonization of the servant of God is opened.
And yes, the Archbishop is appealing to Nigerians, appealing to all Catholic faithfuls not yet start praying in the name of Vivian Ogu, or hoping or appealing to her to either intercede for you while praying. Now, he is saying that an investigation panel has already been set up, so we all need to be patient, and definitely it would give us more updates on the issue. Moving on, below the major headline here that says "Avoid any diversion in the name of Vivian Ogu for now. Akubeze cautions faithful." You can get that full details of the story on the page 3 of the Veritas newspaper, and below that we have a sub headline that says "Holy Ghost Missionary Movement marks 2024 Pentecost celebration." Holy Ghost Missionary Movement marks 2024 Pentecost celebration. You can get full details of this headline on page 5 of the Veritas newspaper.
And just below that, you see CPAX releases final document on Lagos General Assembly. CPAX releases final document on Lagos General Assembly. Details about that are going to be found on page 3 of the Veritas newspaper.
We also have a sub-headline here that says Benin City Archdiocese hosts inaugural ceremony of 2024 Calm Week. Benin City Archdiocese hosts inaugural ceremony of 2024 Calm Week. You can find the full story, complete story, on page 5 of the Veritas newspaper. And yes, it was a very, very beautiful event at St. Paul's Catholic Church, Airport Road, Benin City, Edo State. The inaugural mass was held there, and we had different journalists from different media houses grace that particular mass celebration. And also the Archbishop appealed to all journalists to use their office for evangelization and definitely the spreading of the gospel. What do you think, Mudia?
Well, I believe the journalists and media practitioners are very important in all spheres of life, even in the Catholic Church, where they can help in the promotion and spread of the gospel. And further down, you can see my encounter with a petrol station attendant, a Monday sit-at-home experience. Details on that on page 26 of the Veritas newspaper. What is Monday sit-at-home experience, Nicole?
Well, I'm pretty sure most Nigerians know this by now. It usually happens in the eastern part of Nigeria, where everybody has to stay home on Mondays of all working day, the beginning of a new working week. Be you an office worker, be you a business owner, you have to sit at home. I find this quite devastating, to be very honest. I just hope the federal government try their best to actually stop this in this part of Nigeria. Speaking of eastern states, down from Anambra State, Imo State, Enugu, Abia, they all fall under this category. Now, moving on from the encounter with a petrol station attendant, a Monday sit-at-home experience, where you can get full details on page 26. We also have a sub-headline here just below the major headline, just at the bottom of the front page of the Veritas newspaper, and it says Pope urges religious sisters to embrace audacity in love for the sick. Pope urges religious sisters to embrace audacity in love for the sick. I mean, we have to give kudos and say big well done to all Reverend sisters worldwide. I mean, they are dedicated in not just serving God, but also serving humanity. And here is the Pope urging them to always embrace the audacity and love for the sick. Care for them, love them. And this actually happened when the Pope Francis delivered a poignant address to the Sisters Hospitallers of the Sacred Heart of Jesus and Daughters of St. Camillus during their respective general chapters.
Yes, and it is very important, and we thank the Pope for that. But at the top of the Veritas newspaper, you find the headline that says, Priesthood, there is a difference between being called and being chosen. Omogiate. It is a story that takes into consideration the interview had with the parish priest of St. Paul's Catholic Church, Reverend Father Dr. Charles Omogiate, where he talked about his journey in seminary, as well as the difference between being called and being chosen as a priest.
I think I kind of understand what he's trying to say. I mean, there's a difference between being called and being chosen or appointed.
Yes, definitely. And he went into lots of details. It's an entire page worth of interview where he talked about the difference between being called and being chosen, and also talked about his own personal journey as a seminarian and finally a priest.
As a priest. So moving on, we have a sub-headline just over the major headline that says Jubilation as National Marian Shrine is opened at Our Lady of Fatima Parish. Jubilation as National Marian Shrine is opened at Our Lady of Fatima Parish, located around Umbo Village Road Access. I have to say big congratulations to all the parishioners and the priests as well, and seminarians who actually work at Our Lady of Fatima Parish. The parish started off as a mass center and then became a full parish, and now we have the National Marian Shrine already at that same parish, Our Lady of Fatima. We have to say big congratulations to them, and it's a big feat for the Catholic Church entirely. What do you think, Lydia?
Well, I am very happy about this, because as a Catholic faithful, you have to be happy about how far the Our Lady of Fatima Parish has come from just a mass center all those many years ago to a parish that even has a shrine, a Marian shrine. It is not easy. And for those who do not know, Our Lady of Fatima Parish is right here in Benin City at the Ubo Village Road Access. And moving on, still on the top page of still at the top of the front page of the Veritas newspaper, you see the headline that says, Padre Umo proposes cartoon language for catechism classes to boost understanding. Padre Umo proposes cartoon language for catechism classes to boost understanding. Now, what do you understand by this development?
Now, I have to say that I'm on the same page with Padre Umo, to be very honest. In the time and age where we have children from age 8, 7, 10 already attending catechism classes to receive First Holy Communion, sometimes I wonder and ask myself, do these kids actually understand what is being taught by the catechist at these catechism classes? I have to give kudos and say big well done to all our catechists and all our Catholic churches. You are doing well, and the Lord will definitely reward you. But I believe that if these cartoon languages are added during these catechism classes, definitely it will boost the kids, the children's understanding.
Definitely.
They will be able to not just learn more about the Catholic Church, but easily communicate with persons around them. All
yes.
right. And
yes.
So Padre Uma proposing cartoon language for catechism classes to boost understanding, to me, is a welcome development. And you can find that on page 7 of the Veritas newspaper. It is Veritas Alert, and we have been reviewing the front page of the Veritas newspaper. If you just join us, kindly note that you can get a copy of the Veritas newspaper for as low as 500 at any Catholic church in the Archdiocese of Benin City. We'll go for a short break, and when we come back, we definitely will go down to page 11 to review the voice of the faithful. My name is Ume Obiano Juniko.
I am Osama the American Gospel Oludania. Stay with us.
Hello there. Do you have an upcoming event? Or would you love the services of a printing press? I know two brands you can trust: Florid System Printing Press and Catholic Social Communication Benin are your best bet to deliver top-notch services at a very affordable rate. Florid System Printing Press specializes on all kinds of printing, ranging from notebooks, jotters, calendars, magazines, flyers, banners, and much more. While Catholic Social Communication Benin offers distinct video and photo coverage services nationwide for any event, be it weddings, funerals, birthdays, conferences, and lots more. Florid System Printing Press and Catholic Social Communication Benin are located at number 30 and 34 Airport Road beside St. Paul's Catholic Church, Benin City. For bookings or business inquiries, kindly contact us on 070-4387-3298. 070-4387-3298.
Welcome back to V Alert right here on your favorite channel, Catholic Social Communication, and we are moving on to the voice of the faithful today.
Yes, our topic of discuss is the minimum wage. And it says the federal government is yet to meet up with the 600,000 naira plus minimum wage for workers in Nigeria, proposed by the NLC, the one we all know as the Nigerian Labour Congress, as they insist on 48,000 naira as a monthly take-home pay. What is your take on this? What's your opinion? We have different Catholic faithfuls from different walks of life actually throwing in their opinion on page 11. But what is my opinion? Now, I feel 600,000 naira plus is too much. Too much. 48,000 naira on the other side is too small. Too small. I believe that definitely the minimum wage needs to be reviewed. It needs to be increased. But when it's increased, I just hope and pray that the federal government also look into the economic situation of our dear country, Nigeria. Because there's no amount of money that, or even if the minimum wage has been increased to 200,000 naira or 300,000 naira, and products, commodities in the market continue to increase. For how long are we going to continue increasing minimum wage? Let's look into the economic situation in our country. Moving on, our country can be better again. What do you think, Miguel?
Well, I think you have said it all. It is, you can't put it any better than that. 48,000 naira is ridiculous as take-home pay for a month, and 600,000 naira, if you ask me, is a bit on the high side, because we're not taking into consideration the fact that minimum wage means it's the least that anybody will be paid.
Exactly.
That is to say, all or even your lowest domestic workers, those in the government sector, the least workers we get 600,000 naira. What would that now mean for the budget of the country when it comes to paying off staff?
But I don't know, most people believe that it just has to do with public workers or public officers, persons working in government. It still has the private sector. The private sector still has a say in this minimum wage increase, because you can't tell me even if the government can comfortably pay 600,000 naira a month to every worker. How many private companies can be able? How many businesses?
How many private companies are making up to 600,000
can be able to pay their staff 600,000 naira? That's a lot of money, to be honest. I believe that Nigerian workers are worth more than 30,000 naira.
Definitely.
Worth more than 50,000 naira, in fact. But 600 plus 500, nah, that's way too much. But hopefully, a new minimum wage would be announced.
A reasonable minimum wage.
Reasonable minimum wage.
Yeah, and a lot of the faithful had their own opinions on the topic of discourse. We have the likes of Anthony Ikechukwu Inwunwa, Oko Ignatius, Lion Oboy, Augustine Okoma, Margaret Obiageli Onumechi, Asibo Frank, and Benson Egelen. They are all from various walks of life. We have a school proprietor, an engineer, retired principal, transporter, farm tech, and even a farmer, all weighing in on the new minimum wage and what they feel it should be, and 48,000 being too small or 600,000 naira not being enough. You can find details about all they had to say on page 11 of the Veritas newspaper. It is Voice of the Faithful.
And yes, we are moving over to the back page of the Veritas newspaper, where we have a segment called Sports Extra for all our sports lovers today. Now, the first sub-headline here says, Finidi George praises Atalanta hat-trick star, congratulates Boniface and Teller.
Yes, Finidi George, the head coach of the Nigerian Super Eagles, he's congratulating three of his boys there who have done so fantastically well this season. Top of the list is Ademola Lookman, who scored a hat-trick in the Europa League final. The first player to score a hat-trick in the Europa League final, and he brought an end to the unbeaten run of Victor Boniface and his Bayern Leverkusen teammates, including Nathan Teller, where they went the entire season unbeaten, but this game, and they also completed a historic double, which see them sit in the table of the greats like AC Milan and Arsenal by going an entire season undefeated.
And we also have a super line here that says UFC champion Du Plessis teases potential title fight against Adesanya. UFC champion Du Plessis teases potential fight against Adesanya.
Yes, one of the most anticipated battles in the UFC world is Du Plessis versus Adesanya. It has not been confirmed yet. It is not yet official, but Du Plessis is talking about on social media. He is talking about how he has agreed and is ready for a fight. He did not, however, state who he will be fighting next or where the fight will be going down or other details, but he has said he has agreed to the fight and he is ready for a fight. Which fight? I do not know, but lots of speculations are going round that it just might be the last style blender, the Nigerian man, Israel Adesanya, who Du Plessis has over time accused of not being African enough. What does it mean to be not African enough?
I totally don't understand the Plessis, but trust me, the tag or the name he calls himself, the style bender?
No, that is Israel Adesanya, the last style bender.
But why? How come? Why did he get that name? Or I don't know.
Maybe one of these days we'll have him on via that and we'll ask him about
All right, so these questions. It has been Sport Extra. Yes, we have been talking sports. The back page, reviewing the sports stories at the back page of the Veritas newspaper. And generally, it has been V Alert. If you joined us at the start, I'm pretty sure you started off when we started reviewing the front page down to the back page. And it's officially a wrap on V Alert. Yes, for the month of June. Kindly note that V Alert comes your way every month on Catholic Social Communications Benin. So do want to be part of it every month. Before we go, we'd like to interest you, we'd like to let you know that you can place your adverts on Veritas newspaper. Yes, on the Veritas newspaper. You can place your adverts. Kindly come down to number 34 Airport Road, Benin City, for advert placements, for change of name, announcements, ceremonies. We've got you covered. Also, if you can't come down to the office, you can call 070 3873 298 or 080 6125 5024.
Yes, and you are tuned to Catholic Social Communications Benin. You can follow us on Facebook or subscribe to our YouTube channel at Veritas Communication Benin on Facebook and Catholic Archdiocese of Benin City Communication on YouTube. Also remember that we have all sorts of services which include live streaming, photo book, video coverage of weddings, birthday parties, burial ceremonies, and lots more. Simply call the number 081 37 447 852 or 080 61 255 024, and we would definitely be ready and excited to be at your service.
And do not forget that you can get a copy of the Veritas newspaper for as low as 500 naira at any Catholic church in the Archdiocese of Benin City or at number 34 Airport Road, Benin City, Edo City. Has been V Alert. Thank you so much for staying tuned. Till we'll come over again, my name is Ume Obiano Juniko.
And I am Osamudi Ahmed Godswill Oludania. Thank you for staying with us.